You knew Joey Jihad before Meek Mill, right?
Yeah, but only like about a few weeks, a few months. Like I met him around the same year, about not too far apart at the same time. But I knew Joey first, yeah.
Okay.
And I remember one time the first time I ever met Meek, Joey was with me. I was on Joey Block. Him and Meek was rapping against each other. And I wish I had a fucking tape of this shit, my nigga. Like, Meek was with O'Malley. They pull up in like a squatter. Meek get out. I'm like, oh, this is the book. All right. Meek wasn't good as Joey at the time, but Meek had a rap for every rap Joey had. When I say they was going back and forth for hours, my nigga, that shit was like back and forth. It started raining. Still was going back and forth. I'm like, yo, I mean, I wish motherfucker, because it was a young Meek. This about 06. You know what I mean? So this like shit, 06, about 16 years ago. You know what I mean? And I said, yo, young boy, I still ain't think he was gonna ever be good as Joey, because Joey was so fucking good. But Meek had hooks from the rip. He knew how to make that motherfucker hook. And he knew, and Meek could write a rap and remember it from the rip. That's always fucking, I'm talking about, he write this shit and just say the shit like he had wrote this shit like, yeah, he made to be a rapper. He made to be nothing else but to be a rapper, you know what I mean? So like, I mean, that was my two young boys, you know what I mean, at the time. I used to tell niggas all, I even got songs with State Property, I'm talking about them two niggas in the joint. Like, I mean, like I knew Joey should have went too, but I think he just got like too cocky too fast. I don't even think that punch did nothing. I just think, I mean, because he had the skills. That nigga was nasty. You remember he was nasty.
It's raw.
Yeah, that nigga was so. Listen,
that nigga is crazy.
When I first heard him, when I first heard him, I couldn't believe it. Like, it fucked me. I was like, yo, this shit is unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I had two CDs in my car, Jeezy and Joey Jihad. You know what I mean? But Meek shit started saying like this. The hooks, the hooks came just naturally for him. You know what I mean? The hardest part of the song, the hook, he used to do that shit like, I mean, it ain't nothing. Like, it was meant to be.
And you were the first person with real status to really lift them up and put them in position.
Yeah,
man. Would you say that?
He used to be with me. Like, if you look at my Appetizer 3, you know, like, it's 19 songs and I think you on 14 of them. You know what I mean? 14 songs, you know what I mean? So it was like more like like my little brother, you know what I mean? This before, you mean, if you see the video I got with him, he with me, we out of town. I mean, I had a show, I took him with me. That was my friend, that was my young boy, like heavy. I'm talking about, it was more than just rap, you know what I mean? So like, I mean, we like, and everybody in Philly know from that time, you know what I mean? Because at the time, nobody really fucked with him. I fucked with him, but nobody fucked with him. Only O'Malley, of course. O'Malley would be with him every day, but I fucked with him. I fucked with him for more than just rap. That was my homie, like my young boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
as he went up, right? He got his buzz. You know, Rick Ross came to Philly, changed his life. He was working with T.I. before that. But then y'all relationship kind of got a little fucked
up. But this is what happened, right? I don't really know how it started going like that, but some of it was my fault. You know what I mean? It's like this what it's like. It's like, say you got a little young boy, right? You go to jail. You come out of jail. He getting money, whatever. Everybody look at him different, but you still look at him as the same. You know what I mean? So in my head, he was the same. You know what I mean? And he's not the same. You know what I mean? And that's something I had to understand. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I don't give a fuck. I'm still old, nigga. I was old before you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like on some big brother trying to beat. I was too hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, like I ain't give him no slack. You know what I mean? Nothing. You know what I mean? And I was wrong on that part. You know what I mean? But he supposed to did something for me. He didn't do it. He got mad. We start arguing, whatever. But I always say, like, no blood ain't spilled. Nobody ain't even fight. Nothing. You know what I mean? And I really had, like, I look at Meek like, no matter if I see him nigga or not, I know him. I mean, I probably don't know exactly how he is. Like, it was everyday shit now. But I know him. I mean, I was around him a lot that know enough to know him. And I start loving him like a little brother. You know what I mean? So I feel like at the time, nigga, I got the right to say, if nobody else don't got the right to say, I got the right to say this shit to you. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. Like, nigga, I can say this shit to you because I was the nigga fucking with you when, you know what I mean? When a nigga fuck with you when you ain't got shit and he got shit, he fuck with you. You know what I mean? Because at the time, you know, I'm rolling. I got the 2-city jet. I got the break. I'm eating. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this nigga with me. So, like, I know at the end of the day, in the future, whatever, we'll talk. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's cool now. We straight now, but I don't really talk to him or nothing. You know what I mean? And I never asked him for shit, ever. Like, I mean, so this ain't never been about me asking for shit. You know what I mean? I just want, you know what I mean? So it was like, it wasn't like, that shit was about a little brother starting to feel himself now. It's like, I don't got to listen to you. That's all. That's what it was. But it just was in front of everybody. You know what I mean? And I could have handled it different, but my mind frame was different then. 5 years, 6 years ago, my mind frame, I was just out of prison. Prison got you with a different mind frame. You mean? So like now I'm more forgiving. You mean? I'm more like, I look at what I did wrong first before I say what you did wrong. You mean? So, because I was older than him, I should have just like nipped it in the bud. But YouTube money was popping at the time. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, Meek, and it's hard. He know how I feel about him. I mean, he don't got to say. He know. I mean, so that's what that was. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I seen that on YouTube, man. You know, it got real ugly at a point in time, but then, you know, as time goes on, you know, tempers kind of cooled off, and
yeah. Plus, you start looking at the bigger picture. Like, I mean, so it's like, I mean, I'm just glad that we never like it didn't get too out of hand. You know what I mean? So it means that was nothing. You know what I mean? Because I know if we see each other, it's gonna be like just like before. Like, if you got 14 songs on the CD with a nigga, that means you around the nigga a lot. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, so everybody's thinking like, yo, Meek gonna do that. But I didn't do this for Meek for him to do something for me. I did it because that's what you're supposed to do. If you rap, a young nigga right in your neighborhood or your city rapping, any line you're supposed to be able to throw it to him. You know what I mean? Even though people don't do that shit, but that's how it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't change it.